and welcome to the Unreal Engine 4 tutorial series on how to make a crafting system. Last time we left off with doing this thing, so I can toggle on and off this thing, and as you can see when I hover over, I can see all the details of these things. So what I need to do now, so this detail should be on the spawning, it should be not visible, but when I hover over it should be visible, and this item, the image should show in here. Also, the not available item should opacity to be 1, but the items which are not crafted or say not available to you, the opacity should be something called low. So it says yeah, it is not available to craft. Then we gonna do the neighbor unlocking. When we craft this item should be unlocked to craft, otherwise not. And we're gonna reassign the inventory after crafting. So let's do that. So first things first, what we do now, so as you can see in here, this is our craft image. So I will bind this craft image with something. So how do you gonna do that? So in here, as you can see, we have details, status and all the things. I need another variable called details image, which would be a texture 2D object reference. Hit compile, save. So I want to bind this image, so go to the brush and binding, and I want to bind this image with this texture 2D details image. So get that and make a brush from it. So make brush from texture, and I will simply attach it to remove return value. Okay, so it is done. Next thing what I need is, so this craft panel, the whole panel should be not visible, so the render opacity should be 0 when the widget is popping up. So I will simply set it to 0. So it is done. Now in the crafting sort, where we are adding that, setting the inventory details in here. So we are setting the status, setting all the things. So before setting the required list, I want to set up the image as well. Just double click to add a renode node here, and from here, from the craft UI, set the details image, set the details image, and the details image I want to set is the variable of the details image in here. So this texture, this one, it should go in here. So let's check out our working or not. So by default this is false, this is not visible. When I hover over, you can see this item is also showing in here, and also all the required money and all the things. So yeah, it is working. Now what, I need the opacity. So if item is not available, then the opacity should be 0.7. so set opacity, and I want to set the render opacity, and the render opacity should be a ternary operation of select. So if it's available, then the opacity should be 1. If it's not available, if it's false, then the opacity should be something called 0.7. Hit compile, and let's first call this opacity function in the event graph of the event begin play. So where we are setting and the begin play at the end, we gonna call out this set opacity. So if I hit 3, you can see the not available items are showing a less opaque. So what I need now, so we have done 2 things. Third thing is in the craft item in here. So if you remember, first we are setting the details, then we are clearing the children, but no, first we have to clear the children and then we have to set the details. So just hold down the control key and you can just attach it to here, because if items like it can be crafted again and again, then this children shouldn't be cleared until and unless the item is crafted for the last time. So how do you gonna know that this crafted item is craft again? So if you remember, we have made this can craft again boolean. Make this exposed on spawn. It compiles. So as you can see, if we are exposing on spawn, it should show up here. So yeah, all the things are not crafted again, only this thing, this can be crafted again. So I have set this boolean to true for these two things, and this cannot be crafted again, so it will craft only for once. Now what? Now I want to unlock the neighbor. So when I craft this slot, this should be available for crafting, unless it should be not available. So let's, in the crafting UI, I'm gonna make a function. Function name is unlock neighbor. Okay. This unlock neighbor should require two inputs. First input is a parent slot, so it determines which slot should be unlocked to unlock further, and that type would be the craft slot type. And the second one is unlocking slot. If you want to unlock more than one slots when you craft, you can just set this slot object reference to single variable to array. So you can make the array and just for each loop, so you can unlock more than one slots, but I'm gonna do it for each slot only. So first I'm gonna check if it's crafted. If it's crafted, then I want to unlock the parent slot. So if it's crafted is true, then I want to set is available for this one, otherwise no. Hit tick, compile, save. Now I don't need this tick. So on the event construct, I don't need the pre-construction as well. We're gonna make a sequence in here. Sequence. So it will do all the things sequentially from 1 to 0, then 1, then 2. And what I want to do, I want to make a custom event. I'm call it unlock every valid slot. So when the crafting UI is spawn or construct, I want to call out that unlocking function, unlock every valid slot, this custom event. And in this we're gonna simply call out that unlock event for as many times as you want. So let's say when I craft this, I want to unlock this, so this one should be go in the parent slot. And what I want to unlock, I want to unlock this guy, so this guy should go in the unlocking slot. If this is array, if you want to make more than one slot to unlock, so this would be an array, and you can just make an array and you can just add a pin of how many slots you want to unlock. That's up to you. Then what? Control W, duplicate that. If this is crafted, then this should be unlocked, so this should go in the parent, and the unlocking slots, this one should be go in the unlocking slot. So okay, done. I don't need to do this one for the supplies because it's already available to you. So we have done all the things. So let's check it out. So as you can see, this should be in the white because this is already crafted. Okay, we need 2 hubs and 2 redstones. Let's just check it out for that. 2 redstones, 1, 2, and 2 hubs, 1, 2. So hit 3, hit compile. So it is crafted. So yeah, it is not working. Let's see where we messed up. In this one I want to unlock, yeah, then I want to refresh the slot. So yeah, then after what I need to do, I need to refresh the slot, this one. So set opacity, and let's hit play. I hope this works now. Yes, it is working, as you can see. So 1 2 1 2, yes, 3. So if I hit here, this is crafted, and if I cover it again, if I create it again, this is visible, but I want to make it visible when I click on this and if it's crafted. So simple, you just have to make that refresh function. So on the craft slots, when we crafting the items, we are setting the border. Actually delete this set border, and we want to set the border when we click the mouse button. So when we click the mouse button, I want to set border. And what else, I need to unlock every slot. So grab the crafting UI and unlock every valid slot. So it will simply unlock the every valid slots. So let's check out. Two rare items, 2 herbs. Yep. So if I click this, this should be available. So yeah, it is available, it is working. Okay, so we have done all the things till now, and what I need now is the reassigning inventory, because let me show you once again. For the metal to rest on, yep, this one. So yep, you can see I have 6 metals in here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and the inventory is stackable the metal up to 5 and 1, and I need 2 rare stones. Yep, as you can see I have enough items to craft this, and also this is can be crafted again, so it shouldn't be a problem. So if I click, it is crafted. It is not showing anything, but it is crafted. Now this should be stackable up to 5, so this should be 2 in the first slots rather than 1 and 1 in the both the slots. So let's just reassign the inventory. So in the inventory component, this one, let's just make a new function called reassign an inventory. Reassign inventory. So you can see I have this inventory array. I am just Control W to duplicate that, and I need a temporary inventory, so that I can reassign it. The temporary inventory should go all the slots. Let me just take a look on the event begin play. Okay, so what I need to do, first I need to set all these inventory items to my temporary inventory, so it won't gonna go further. Then I need to remove all the items from this inventory. Don't worry, these all items are set to the temporary inventory. So for each loop I need to set all items to false. So set the array element from this, and for every index I need to set the item to false. And after completed, what I need to do, get the temporary inventory, and for each loop what I need to do, I need to set this inventory array to this inventory, but if it's not valid then I don't need to set it. So grab your inventory and I think add to inventory. Nope. First I need to split it out. Yep. So if our quantity is greater than or equal to, sorry, if it's greater than 0, then and then I want to add, otherwise not. So yeah, if it's greater than 0, then I want to add to inventory. What items I should add? So let's just split this. Items I want to add is this item, and the quantity I want to add is 1, so it will just iterate 1 1 1. Nope, the quantity should be this one, pardon, and we don't need this for it. Hit compile, save. So this is our assigned inventory, but as you remember, we have to resize that inventory, otherwise it will simply just go forward. So just grab this inventory and resize it, and the resizing would be go into the slots. So we have resized it to our slots, and in the reassign function, when this all completes, I want to set this temporary inventory to something, or we have reassigned, right? So it won't affect much, we are reassigning it. Okay, so now, oh well, we didn't call that reassign function. So when we toggle the inventory, we want to reassign, we want to call the function. So let's call this, when we toggle reassign inventory. Let's check it out. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2. Okay, so it is working. So if I click, the smoke bomb is crafted, and as you can see, rather than 1 comma 1, it is added to 2 because we have reassigned the inventory. Let's talk about the benefits, right? Because everything is done now, and the benefits now. So open your crafting component and just make a function of crafting benefits, because what the reason of craft if you don't just benefit it. And this should require an input of the enumeration we made, e underscore craft, and we just select it, switch it. I'll just leave it as it is and open your craft slots. So on the craft items, when we craft item, we have to call out that benefits function, and you can see we have this crafting UI, and this crafting UI has that crafting component. So from the crafting UI, get the crafting component, and the crafting component has that benefits function. So call out that benefits, crafting benefits function, and the enumeration would be the slots enumeration of what the slot is. Okay, compile, save. So let's say and now if we have enough item, let's just set it back to false because it's already false. So let's say if pistol holster is craft, then this line should be pop up, and let's print it out, something that, yeah, pistol holster crafted. Same way you can just spawn an actor from class of a pistol holster and attach it to your player. Same with follows it here. Same with, let's say if you craft a smoke bomb, the smoke bomb would go to your inventory, so you can call out that add to inventory, and the items would be your class of the smoke bomb. So that's up to you. So let's check out for this. So if we craft a pistol holster, so as you can see, the pistol holster is available to crafting, and it requires 4 metal, 3 woods. 1 2 3 woods, 1 2 3 4 metals. We have enough metals to craft this. So if we craft, it says pistol holster is crafted, and this is unlocked. Also, the inventory is reassigned, so you don't have to worry about the slots of consuming more slots than it should. So I think this is all for it now, and you can just manipulate this crafting benefits with anything you want. So it's up to you. So thank you so much guys for watching, and bye bye.